everybody, it's Manny from Chapel Forge. I posted on Facebook that we went to Blessings of Hope this weekend. So this is really probably a video for my friends that are in like the Lancaster County area. So more of like a locals video, but maybe it will inspire you to maybe start something like this in your area. So basically what Blessings of Hope is they let you volunteer for, it's like 2.5 hours, and you sort food, or like you might do like sweeping the floor, or you might restock in their store or things like that. You get a voucher and then you get to go shop at their store in downtown Lancaster. So if you're familiar with the Lancaster area, you volunteer in like the Leola area. They have 2 other locations, but I'm not sure what the volunteer status of those is. So you have to go to their website, blessingsofhope.com, I believe it is. Check their website and see like where you can fill in for volunteer spot. So you go on there, you pick a time. There's days that you can take your kids. There's lots of time slots available, morning, afternoon, and evening, so you can kind of work with whatever your schedule is. Go on there, sign up, and when you're done with your volunteer time, you get a voucher, and it's basically just a receipt that has a barcode on it, and you take that to the store that's on Franklin Street in downtown Lancaster, and you get to go shopping. And the coolest part of this is that everything is 52 cents a pound. It used to be like, I think when my parents started going, it's somewhere in the 40s, but still, 52 cents a pound. This literally is for anything you can imagine. Now, there's never any guarantee about what's going to be there, so it's like typical, I don't want to say salvage shopping, but like, you know, if you go to like a discount grocery store, you never know what you're going to get kind of thing. So we have gotten all kinds of things. I want to kind of show you my haul from this last time. And people seem to be really interested in, especially locals, in this place. So I'll probably show you my hauls whenever we go. We'll probably go once-ish a month. If you're familiar with our situation, we have to share our oldest son. And so we are back in Lancaster where our old homestead was every 2 weeks. So Lancaster's where Zad and I grew up, you know, where we know everyone and all that kind of thing. And so it works because like this past weekend, we got to see a bunch of friends and catch up with people. We stayed with my parents. We visited Zad's parents. We got to run errands and things like that. So at some of our favorite stores. So it was fun. And I think we're going to really enjoy this flow. We have Matt living here now. So you can follow him on Instagram at Axiom51. He does a lot of hiking and things like that. That's really his passion. He also enjoys learning Japanese and about their culture. He's learning the language right now. All kinds of cool things. He's learning about hydroponics, so we're really excited to get some hydroponics set up here and just have our own source of like lettuce and spinach and whatever year round. So that'd be really fun and coming down the pike. But today I want to talk about Blessings of Hope. So what they do is they know what the cart weighs. So you go in, they scan your receipt, you get your cart, they scan your receipt, and not your receipt, your voucher, and then you shop and you fill your cart or 2 or 3 carts or whatever it is you want to do. They know what the cart weighs. So basically when you're done, you go up to the checkout, you roll your cart onto the scale, it weighs what's in your cart minus the weight of the cart times 52 cents. That's your bill. They take credit card and all that kind of thing, so you can use your card or cash or whatever it is that you want to do. And it really couldn't be simpler. So some of the things we've gotten in the past would be like boxes of strawberries or like flats of strawberries in like clamshells in the box. Which is great. Like in the winter, you know, when you don't have fresh things like that, it's a really good option, especially when those things can be a lot more expensive, but you might really still enjoy those kinds of things. Bacon is something we've got. They have all kinds of stuff. I don't really buy a whole lot of meat there because for the most part, we either raise our own meat or get it from farmer friends or whatever. But if you've ever butchered hogs or gotten a hog from a farmer friend or whatever, bacon is always the first thing that you run out of. You get a good bit from a pig, but you know, when you're feeding 5-6 people, you have bacon, you know, 2 or 3 times a week or even once or twice a week. It just doesn't last that long. So we've gotten bacon there in the past, huge things of pineapple and just things like that. So I want to show you what I got today. kind of just show you the diversity of what is there and why it is 100% worth your time to go volunteer. I want to note too that like if you take your family of 4, so you have like mom, dad, and 2 kids or whatever, you get 4 vouchers. So I think it's 5 and up, and everybody gets a voucher. So what happens is, so far, my parents, when they have Bud for a week, which happens every 3 weeks, they get Bud for a week, that's our oldest, they go and volunteer. So they get 3 vouchers when they go, and then we use Bud's voucher because obviously he's not going grocery shopping. And then, you know, my parents, we usually go with my parents, and it's fun. Like my mom and I and my dad and Zed are just, we love the thrill of the hunt. We love seeing what we can find. Something I really like about there is that on top of the fruit and vegetables and meats and things like that is they have tons of sauces and like bottled things and whole wheat pastas. And so the sauces though, if you know me at all, you know that for the most part, we make all of our sauces. There's not a whole lot of sauces that we buy. And I just love that I can walk in there and I can read the things on the labels. So there's a lot of crunchy kinds of sauces, things that are like typically really expensive. Like if you would go to Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or somewhere like that, they would be super, super expensive. So I love finding that kind of stuff. I'm going to show you some of that stuff today. It's just really fun. Like if you nerd out about food storage, storing, like just stocking up on food, if you nerd out about finding things that are clean that, you know, not that I won't make these things, but they're just nice to have as backups. I always talk about diversifying your storage. You know, if I make a batch of 50 pints of ketchup and something went wrong, a shelf falls over, the glass breaks or whatever, I love having another backup. So I want to show you what I got. Also, pro tip, take IKEA bags, reusable shopping bags, coolers, especially this time of year, take your coolers because they don't, it's kind of an Aldi thing, you know, they don't bag, they don't whatever. They usually have boxes that you can load your stuff into cardboard boxes. If you have like a minivan or a pickup truck or something, if you're like us, you know, I feel like we brought home a tractor trailer load of food. Not really. We filled the Excursion with the back, the 3rd row down. But take those kinds of things. It can be really helpful. When we went the other day, it was like 92 degrees and it was funny. You could tell a lot of people in the parking lot, this is their routine. Like they know, and they have their coolers and things in the beds of their truck and stuff like that. So make sure you take that. All right. So obviously I had to put some of this stuff in the freezer right when we got home last night. So maple pork bacon, obviously, you know, I don't know what farmer raised it or whatever, but again, we love having bacon on hand. We love having the bacon grease. And this bag is, Dad and I were guessing they were probably a pound, which means I got this entire bag of bacon for 52 cents. If you shop for bacon, you know how expensive. All right, up here we have mango. Again, I'm guessing these are like 1-ish pound bags. We love mango. We do not enjoy peeling and prepping mango. So these bags are perfect. We had these this morning with some fruit for breakfast. We had pineapple, mango, and blueberries with our bacon, eggs, and toast, and it was perfect. So if you also don't enjoy peeling mangoes, this is a great option, good for smoothies or whatever. This is the rest of my bacon. We got basically like a water box worth of bacon. So that's what, oh, and these are pineapple. So these huge, we love pineapple, but it's kind of expensive. And so these will be amazing, again, for smoothies, popsicles for the kids, in the fridge. So I got this tangerine juice. It's called Natalie's. It is super clean. Literally the only thing in it is tangerine juice, no added sugar. So I'm really excited about that. We can mix it with our SodaStream carbonated water and kind of have like a spritzer type thing. We could put it in smoothies, anything like that. I got some hummus back here. I got some sour cream. Oh, this is a huge 48 8-ounce packages of cream cheese. So I'm really excited. We don't go through a ton of cream cheese, but we do enjoy it. Like if we're going to make our own icing or like a fun topping for waffles or pancakes or something. But that was dated February 2024. How could I say no to that? It's not like it was even out of date. Now, if you're someone that's skeeved by expiration dates, you either maybe should find another option or research what expiration dates actually are, or just be aware of them. Not everything is out of date, by far, not everything is out of date at all, but there are things that are out of date. So if that skeeves you, just be aware that that could be an issue when you're. So last night we unloaded these 3 coolers. So I had these full, and then some of this has clothes mixed in that my mom had gotten us at yard sales, but I want to show you what's in my dry goods pile. At Whole Foods, I would assume this is probably $5 or $6. And if it's truly, say half a pound, I paid a quarter. Skinny Pop, I don't typically get like individually bagged things, but since we are traveling back and forth to Lancaster twice a month, it is kind of nice to have these things for the truck. And it's clean. There's not a bunch of crap in it. It's just literally just popcorn. Is it non-GMO? I don't think so, but it's clean nonetheless. It doesn't, like, it has popcorn, sunflower oil, and salt. So I got some big bags to have at the house. I got the boxes of the individual bags to put in the truck. Blessings of Hope is always a really great place to try things that you would probably never try otherwise. This bag of popcorn, for instance. How much does popcorn weigh? I don't know, a few ounces. So again, we paid maybe 15 cents for this bag. This is bougie, and I am sure, again, that it's $5, $6 at the grocery store. Really clean. Popcorn, sunflower oil, orange seasoning, which actually is not as bad as you would think. Cane sugar, tapioca, things like that. Not the cleanest thing ever, but as a snack goes, it's prepackaged. It's not that bad. Matt, who lives with us now that I mentioned, he loves tea. So we have a tea kettle out for him on the counter, and he just loves making tea. That's his thing. So they had organic green ginger tea in this bag. So we got him 3 bags of that. They had applewood smoked salt. Okay, so the only drag, maybe, is that not everything, things like this that they repackage, sometimes they have labels for what's in them and sometimes they don't. I'm assuming, and I could be wrong, but I'm assuming this applewood smoked salt would just be like applewood pellets in a smoker and then salt. I don't know that for sure. I'm hoping it doesn't have things like MSG and whatever in it. I don't know for sure. I mean, we can't win everything. So we got that. I got pumpernickel flour. Call me dumb, but I never even thought that like pumpernickel flour was even a thing. Zad really enjoys rye and pumpernickel bread, so I'm gonna try it. I'm not like a stellar bread maker by any stretch of the imagination, but I thought it'd be interesting to try. If not, we could maybe do pumpernickel pancakes or whatever, all kinds of things that we could do with that. This I'm pretty excited about. Cookie butter. Cookie butter typically has a bunch of crap in it, and this is actually much cleaner than one would expect. Oat flour, almond oil, maple sugar, molasses, some spices. It has 9 grams of added sugar and 2 tablespoons, but this is not like an everyday thing. This is a treat, a snack, a dessert, or whatever. So we have that. I got a case. So a lot of things, something I love, especially since you you need to take your own boxes and things. A lot of the stuff you can buy in a case. So like you can see, I bought whole cases of these things. I had a case of this brown deli mustard. Doesn't have a bunch of crap in it. I do make yellow mustard for us. It's like a sweet hot mustard that we love. But this is something different, a different flavor of mustard. And again, for how much this box weighs, maybe 5 pounds. Maybe I paid $2.50 for 6 bottles of mustard. So we got that. We love sauerkraut. Obviously, we make our own sauerkraut. We do have our own, but we do not have sriracha sauerkraut. And this looks delicious, and everybody loves a good poop. So we got a case of this. Seafood stock. Matt really enjoys seafood and Asian cuisine. So we thought, we'll grab a couple of these, cartons of these, and maybe we'll make some yummy chowder or something. I don't know. I realize that's not Asian. He just likes seafood. Okay, so I got a case of this. This is apple cider vinegar, red pepper, barbecue sauce. It's like a liquidy kind of, I thought this would be amazing to marinate meat in. So I got a case of that. So 6 bottles of that. They had like one little random bag of whole wheat penne. So I grabbed that. We recently got a soda stream from J&S Basement Deals. So again, if you're a local to Lancaster, our friends Josh and Sarah own J&S Basement. They have a group on Facebook. Kind of the same idea. They have a lot of really cool stuff that they resell. It's just a cool little business that started with Josh selling toys. And it's like morphed into this whole thing. They're super easy to work with. You can pick up at their house. He'll ship to you as long as it's, you know, I think almost everything he can ship. So it's really awesome if you live in Lancaster County. Southern Lancaster County is where they are specifically. But anyway, we got a soda stream from them for cheap. It was brand new. We love it because, you know, sometimes you really want that like soda feel, but nobody wants all that caramel color and sugar and garbage. So soda stream is perfect because we can add it to our tangerine juice that we got from Blessings of Hope, or the grape juice that we canned, or whatever. So anyway, they had these little bubbly drops. They're lime. Now, their only ingredient is natural flavor. I realize that natural flavor is like this controversial thing and whatever, but we got 2 little bottles of it to try and see what we think. And again, I don't know how much those are in the store, but I'm guessing that they're not cheap. Okay, so we got that. We got enchilada sauce, also super clean, doesn't have a ton of crap in it, you know, mango, water, cane sugar, pepper, spices, whatever. So we got 12 bottles of that. So we'll be having to make some enchiladas, even though we could use it for a zillion different things. I got a case of roasted garlic hummus dip. So there's 6 of those. This was super random, but they had calendars this time. So we got a Yellowstone calendar, Friends for Bud. We got a Wizard of Oz, and one that's like landscape. So we'll probably give the Friends to Bud. The Wizard of Oz I might hang in the living room because it's just super cute. We got the landscape one for Matt. He can put in his room. So just random. I'm telling you, like, you never know what you're going to find there. I got a case of Starbucks ground coffee. I'm sure that there's like Starbucks haters out there, whatever. It's not my favorite coffee, but if we are going to be staying somewhere and I know that that person doesn't have a coffee grinder, which is what I typically do every morning, is grind my own beans, then I have it. And I realize like coffee is the freshest and there's all this conversation about mold and blah, blah, blah and whatever, but it's a good backup. As I've mentioned before, I like to diversify my stores. So there's that. It was cheap and, you know, whatever. It's decent. If I need coffee on the fly that I can't grind, it's perfect for that. So they had these pumpkin, banana, carrot, baby, whatever. I realized that this is like, you know, my kids are 3 and 1, almost 2 and 4. They're way, way beyond this, and we don't even do pureed foods anyway. But these will be perfect to have in the car. It's basically applesauce in a bag. So I got 6, 12. I got 24 of these. So they had these in a case. So these are super cool. We can keep these to use when we're traveling back and forth. Lemon, garlic, dressing, and marinade. I got 3 bottles of that. I got a 6-pack case of masala Indian cooking sauce. So that's super fun. Again, I stand in this store for way longer than is probably necessary. And I read all these labels and try to just do the best I can to get the cleanest ones. We've used this brand before, Plant Perfect. We're not like plant-based or vegan or anything, but some of this stuff is actually really good. This is Chipotle Ranch. And basically has sunflower oil, vinegar, and a bunch of spices. So it's a really clean option, especially as we anticipate having more salad since it's summer. Green pepper hot sauce. Dad was thinking this would probably be an equivalent to, you know, the little bottles, and they have the red and I'll think of the name of it. Another box of pasta. Had spicy mayo, and it's fermented with living ACV. ACV is apple cider vinegar, in case you don't know that. Fermented hot peppers. I am really excited about this. Again, super, super clean. So that'll be really fun. I have tried to make mayo a few times, and I've failed miserably every time. So until we get a little bit more settled and I have more time to focus on that, this will work fine. And I love the label. Like, it talks about your gut on the top of the label. Like, what more could you ask for in store-bought mayo? Okay, so this is fresh jalapeno peppers crisp in seasoned olive oil. Yes, please. So I got a few of those. Bud loves peppers. Matt likes spicy stuff. Some more Chipotle vegan mayo. I like this Sir Kensington's brand. We've gotten it before. It's pretty clean as these kinds of things go, but it's expensive. I used to order it after Zad's heart attack, I would order it on Amazon because I was trying to like find creative ways to like still have a sandwich, but it not be like just a bunch of carbs and crap and whatever. And I really like this brand. So I got a couple of those. Ghost pepper simmer sauce. whoo doggy. I don't know if I'm going to be into this. Bud wanted to try it because he likes that kind of stuff. Skinny habanero hot sauce. So just all kinds of like random cool. If you're into like funky sauces and cooking, my dad got these before. So this is pickled ginger. This is delicious. If you love like Asian food, like wasabi or like having sushi or stir fry, things like that, this is top notch. I love it. So I think, oh, just kidding. I also got some dill and garlic kraut, same brand as the sriracha kraut that I got. Okay. These two, I'm sure I'm going to get some judgment on. You all know that I am like as low waste as possible, but I have toddlers and they disappear with cups. And here's my thinking. So I got this case of paper cups from Red Lobster. At least they're paper and they will, you know, disintegrate fairly quickly, more quickly than plastic at least. Got these, they're just like little 12-ounce cups. I can shove some blueberries in it, cut up their banana, give them some granola, send them off. If it doesn't come back, it doesn't come back. You know, then when we round up trash in the yard, it'll get out of here. These aluminum cups, I was really torn about this because I'm hoping that we can recycle them. We have a scrapyard down the road. I don't know if they take aluminum. I need to figure that out. This case, so it has 20 cartons. There's 10 20-ounce cups in here. So there's 200 cups. These cases are like $60 or $70 or something insane. We were just going to get one little box and I was like, I feel like this would last us quite a long time. Again, when we have like our friends' kids over or whatever, I can give everybody a cup with their name on it. If it doesn't come back, it doesn't come back. I'm going to work on the recycling situation so that sits a little bit better with my soul. But these will be perfect, and it was super cheap. Okay, this was a fun find. Jameson really enjoys cereal. We don't buy cereal since the heart attack. Most cereal is just full of a bunch of crap. Nature's Path organic, I've found, is usually pretty clean. They have lots of really good stuff. There's really nothing in this that causes me pause. So this is Turtle Splash Organic Strawberry Chocolate Cereal. I'm not particularly interested in it. I don't really do cereal ever. But Jamie will be excited, and to him this will just look like some fruity, stupid cereal that he will really enjoy, but it doesn't have any crap in it. It actually has some protein, which is kind of amazing, and fairly low sugar, I mean, for being cereal. So again, that's kind of like a treat. That wouldn't be breakfast or anything by any stretch. That would be like a special treat or like a snack in the evening or something like that. I got 3 cases of fresh blueberries. We have already, well, Zuzu dumped 2 of them, so the chickens are gonna get them. We've eaten a few of them already. I was explaining to my oldest, you know, we try to like work in school whenever we can. So when we came out, you know, I said to him at the grocery store, these little silly, what are these, 12 ounces or something? These little, a pint. So are $4 or $5 at the grocery store. So just these cases of berries I got would total the amount of money that I spent on all of this food. So our bill was about $170. If I bought 36 of these at the grocery store, I'd probably be in the ballpark of how much we spent on all of this stuff. So that is what I got at Blessings of Hope this last time. Oh, did I tell you about my clementines? I got clementines, which is pretty exciting because my husband and my kids love clementines. So that's what we got at Blessings of Hope this time. I'm sad for all of my people that aren't near Lancaster County because this is a really, really cool resource and maybe something you can start in your area. They serve a lot of food banks and a lot of people get food from them that really need it. And then, you know, we're able to work in volunteer time. It's great for Bud, you know, civics or whatever for homeschool. He gets to spend time with his grandparents. He feels good because he's volunteering. And then, you know, he loves that his mom appreciates like the thrill of the hunt. So he knows that I just totally geek to go shopping at the store. It's just like a cool thing all around. And then I have the joy of finding space for it when we get home. I just finished putting the short-term pantry together and just doing some tidying in the long-term pantry. And so now I have to go find space for all these things. So if you have any questions about how this works, let me know. I'll be happy to help you. If you don't have this in your area, I hope that maybe you can start something. Maybe you know someone that would really enjoy doing an organization like this. I am certain it is a massive undertaking and operation, but what a cool resource to have in Lancaster County in Pennsylvania. So let me know if you have questions. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that you are really enjoying stocking your pantry in this season of gardening and produce auctions and all of that kind of stuff. It's my favorite. Well, I like all the times of year, but I love this time of year because I love food preservation. So I am going to work on bagging up these blueberries and getting them in the freezer and finding space for all the stuff. And we'll see you guys next time.